It was about 51 this morning with serious winds coming in from the south. We were able to make a few phone calls, and what was going to be a 7.5 drive up to Moab, we've now split in half. And what we're going to do is we're going to go stay in a little town called Bluff, Utah. And we are leaving Williams, Arizona. The wind has been relentless. We took a family vote, and though it adds 40 minutes on to our trip up to Bluff, Utah, we are going to drive up the northern route along the rim of the Grand Canyon so that hopefully we can see some of the canyon as we go. We paid ahead of time for the year-long pass. They have at the entrance a pre-pass lane, and yet on a Friday, which would be presumed to be a busy travel day, that is the one lane of 5 that they shut down. So yet again, another real-life example that when the federal government attempts to manage something, they do it inefficiently, as usual. You go to a movie and you prepay for your tickets, they're at will call. You pay for a concert ticket, they're at will call. You have an iPass for the toll booth, you bypass the cash lane. But no, here at the National Park Service, you pay for the pass, you still wait in line behind all the people with cash. All right, so after we filled up at the corner of 64 and Highway 89, we started rolling north on Highway 89 going towards Tuba City. And those southwest winds and gusts were creating sandstorms and dust bowls like crazy. So we went from kind of desert to like brown, washed out sandstorm desert. Like the landscape was just suddenly void of color. Like even the rock faces, you could see the different layers, and like where normally you could see the greens and the riches and the reds and the browns, it's like somebody sandblasted the face of the rocks. It was just white, like a pale white. Crazy, just bizarre. We're here in Tuba City, which is northeast of Grand Canyon. The wind is extreme, and behind me you can see these huge desert dunes. And you just saw them run all the way out. I called them back because the wind started picking up, and I thought they might blow away like her hat. But anyway, this is kind of crazy and scary. Let's get back in the car and keep rolling.
I'm being hit by sand.
Of Kayenta, Arizona, and we're just coming into Monument Valley, and we're getting a brief moment where the sand is let up just a little bit. We had a very calm moment right before we pressed record, and even now the wind picked back up. So we went from completely washed out, and now we can see some nice contrasts, reds and greens of the rock, and a little more of the earth tones. Bluff, Utah, and we are checked into our cabin 10.